Military reports describe cloaked creatures attacking U.S. bases, shadowy figures that vanish into thin air. This isn't sci-fi. It's buried in declassified Pentagon memos and soldier testimonies that'll make your skin crawl. From interdimensional breaches to secret battles in the desert, the U.S. military's been fighting something they can't explain, and they don't want you to know about it. Let's rip open the truth and dive into the Pentagon's war against invisible entities. Declassified memos, the Pentagon's hidden files. In 2023, the Pentagon's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, AARO, dropped a bombshell. A 1,400-page report on unidentified anomalous phenomena, UAPs, declassified after years of secrecy. These aren't just UFOs in the sky. Memos describe entities on the ground, cloaked figures that appear and disappear, sometimes attacking military bases. A 1989 memo from Area 51, partially released via FOIA, details an incident at Nellis Air Force Base. Soldiers reported a shimmering humanoid shape moving through a restricted zone at night. Bullets passed right through it, and it vanished into a haze of light. No wreckage, no tracks, just panic and a classified lockdown. Another memo, dated 2004, from a base in Iraq, describes a patrol encountering 3 translucent figures near a Euphrates River checkpoint. The soldiers' radios fried, their night vision goggles glitched, and the figures seemed to fold into the air after a brief standoff. The report calls it a possible interdimensional breach, a term that pops up in multiple files. The Pentagon's own words, not UFOs, not aliens, but breaches, like something slipping through cracks in reality. Why use that phrase? AARO's 2024 report admits 757 UAP sightings from 2023 alone, with 12% labeled unresolved due to anomalous behavior. They're not saying aliens, but they're not saying human either. What's going on? Soldier testimonies. Eyewitnesses break silence. Soldiers who've seen these entities aren't staying quiet anymore. In a 2023 House Oversight Committee hearing, former Navy pilot David Fravor, famous for the 2004 Tic Tac UFO, hinted at ground encounters too. He said, "We've had incidents on bases where things don't add up, objects and beings that defy physics." A leaked 2019 testimony from a Fort Bragg Special Forces operator, shared on X, describes a 2015 mission in Afghanistan. His unit tracked a cloaked figure moving at 60 miles per hour through a valley, invisible to thermal scopes but briefly visible as a shadow with legs. When they cornered it, it dissolved into a shimmer, leaving a metallic hum in the air. The soldier was debriefed and told to sign an NDA, but he leaked it anyway, saying, "This wasn't human or tech we know." Another account, from a 1997 incident at Camp Pendleton, California, comes from a Marine's anonymous post on r/UFOs in 2022. He claims his squad saw a tall, grayish figure near a weapons depot, moving through barbed wire like it wasn't there. When they fired warning shots, it blinked out, but their gear picked up a spike in electromagnetic radiation. The base went on lockdown and a special team in black vans, not standard military, swept in. The Marine was warned, "You saw nothing." These stories aren't isolated. Dozens of soldiers from Vietnam to Syria describe similar encounters in declassified reports or leaked posts, always with the same vibe. Something's there, it's not human, and the Pentagon wants it hushed. Interdimensional breaches, portals to another reality? The term interdimensional breach keeps showing up in these memos, and it's wilder than it sounds. A 1983 declassified Army document tied to the Gateway process, a CIA project we've covered before, explores transcending spacetime through meditation and sound. It mentions non-physical entities that could cross into our world via energy anomalies. The FBI, monitoring the project, noted in a 1984 memo that these experiments at the Monroe Institute caused unintended contacts with non-human presences. Soldiers involved reported seeing shadowy forms during tests, with equipment detecting unexplained magnetic spikes. The Pentagon didn't fund it but watched closely, worried about breaches they couldn't control. Fast forward to 2010. A declassified Air Force report from Kirtland Air Force Base, New Mexico, describes a distortion event during a laser weapon test. Scientists saw a rippling void in the air, and a cloaked silhouette appeared for 3 seconds before vanishing. Sensors went haywire, picking up gamma rays and a frequency not native to Earth. The report calls it a possible dimensional rift, sealed in a classified vault until AARO leaked it in 2023. Physicists like Dr. Hal Puthoff, who worked on Pentagon UAP studies, say these breaches could be wormholes or tears in spacetime, letting entities slip through. No hard proof, but the military's own words suggest they're taking it seriously. Skinwalker Ranch connection ground zero for entities. You can't talk invisible entities without mentioning Skinwalker Ranch, Utah's paranormal hotspot. Declassified FBI and Pentagon files from the 2000s, part of AARO's release, detail incidents at the ranch that sound like these military encounters. In 1996, a science team funded by billionaire Robert Bigelow saw a cloaked figure near a mesa, emitting a low hum and dodging bullets before vanishing into a glowing aperture. A 2004 Pentagon memo calls it a potential interdimensional event, with sensors detecting the same gamma ray spikes as the Kirtland incident. Soldiers stationed nearby in the 1980s reported similar figures, always near the ranch's boulder fields, disappearing into thin air. The Pentagon's interest in Skinwalker goes deep. A 2018 DIA program, the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, ADIP, studied the ranch for non-human intelligence. Leaked slides from ADIP, shared by journalist George Knapp in 2021, mention entities manifesting in physical form and portals tied to electromagnetic anomalies. Why is the military so obsessed with a remote ranch? Locals on X claim it's a hotspot for interdimensional activity, with soldiers quietly deployed to monitor it. The 2024 AARO report doesn't deny it, just says, further study needed. That's not a no. The cover-up? Why keep it secret? Why is the Pentagon hiding this? A 2023 AARO memo admits they've tracked entities since at least 1945, with 701 cases still unexplained from Project Blue Book's 12,000 sightings. But here's the kicker. A 2024 Wall Street Journal report revealed the military spread fake UFO stories to hide secret weapons, like stealth jets at Area 51. An Air Force colonel even planted fake flying saucer photos in the 1980s to throw people off. So, are these entity reports just more disinformation to cover classified tech? Or is the Pentagon using UFO myths to hide something scarier, like actual interdimensional beings? Soldier NDAs and base lockdowns suggest they're scared. A 2021 Pentagon UAP report to Congress admitted 144 cases defy explanation, with objects moving in ways beyond known technology. David Grusch, a 2023 whistleblower, claimed the Pentagon has non-human biologics from crashes stored in secret facilities. The military denies it, but AARO's own data shows 12% of sightings involve entities or beings, not just craft. If it's all fake, why the panic? Why gag soldiers who've seen these cloaked figures up close? What's really out there? The Pentagon's secret war against invisible entities is no joke. Declassified memos describe cloaked, shimmering figures that defy bullets and physics, tied to interdimensional breaches at bases and hotspots like Skinwalker Ranch. Soldier testimonies, from Afghanistan to California, paint a picture of beings that slip through reality, leaving fried gear and spooked troops. Is it advanced tech, aliens, or entities from another dimension? The Pentagon's own words, 1,400 pages of them, say they don't know, but they're fighting it. This isn't sci-fi. It's buried in their files, and they're not telling the whole story. If this freaked you out, smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe for more mind-blowing mysteries. Drop a comment. Do you think these entities are aliens, interdimensional, or a Pentagon cover story? What's the creepiest military encounter you've heard? Stick around, our next video's diving deeper into the unknown. The truth's out there, and we're hunting it.